Are we ready?
All right, ready.
No bras required. The podcast where two girlfriends talk about everything from diapers to death and do it all braless and brutally honest.
I'm Megan. I'm a mom of four, lifelong educator, dance studio owner, coffee and wine snob, and never afraid to speak my mind.
And I'm Patty, mom of three, teacher turned leader, dance boss, loud laughter, tequila enthusiast, and professionally unfiltered.
Together, we've got over 30 years in education, seven kids, two studios, countless bottles of wine and tequila, and a whole lot of stories to share with you.
What's No Bras Required all about? It's a space for women like us who are juggling life, entrepreneurship, parenting, work, marriage, friendship, grief, joy, chaos, and just need some real talk.
So, whether you're sipping wine in leggings, hiding in your car, or rage cleaning your kitchen, we're here for you. Hey, Patty.
Hey, Megan.
Ooh, y'all, we are struggle bussing it over here today.
Seriously, though.
I
Seriously,
know.
though.
This is also our latest that we've ever recorded a podcast. So you never know what's going to come out of our mouths at this point because the filter is completely gone.
Ditched it with my bra.
Uh-huh. Yep. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
got rid of the contacts. The glasses are on.
Mm-hmm.
We're free balling it over here.
And we started off a little loose because, like, I had a massage today
Oh,
and I feel like a wet noodle.
uh-oh. How was
Yeah.
Jovito? Was he mean or nice?
He was a little bit of both. He was a little sweeter than last time, and he apologized more and eased off when I made the face.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh," and he called me Miss Patty a lot. So sorry, Miss Patty. I'm so sorry.
Oh, at least he's
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, he's so funny because he's Filipino and he says, "Sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry. Look at me. I'm so sorry. I'm almost Canadian." That's his tagline.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Yeah.
sounds very Canadian.
We're converting him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I had a massage last Wednesday, so a week ago.
Hmm.
And I was so excited. My guy, Anthony, was back and he was like my really good one that could do the deep
Yeah.
massage. And he got in there and he was like, "What have you done?" I haven't seen him in a year. And he was like, "What have you done to yourself?" And I was like, I don't know." But he was elbow deep
Hmm.
in my glutes.
Hmm.
Or as I told Mike, he had his elbows all deep in my ass and like Patty, I look like I am an abused woman right now. Like my butt and my legs are black and blue
Yeah.
because he was so deep in there trying to just get it to release.
Oh.
And it's bad. It's really bad. So bad. I was like, I can't wear shorts to work out. I can't wear shorts to physical therapy. Like people are gonna think horrible things and they're not gonna believe me when I say, like, no, really, I just got a deep massage.
Mike is a good husband for real.
I know. He was like, "What did he do?" And I was like, "The sheet was on. There was nothing inappropriate,
Yeah.
but he was all up in there."
Yeah.
And yeah, yep. But I mean, you know what? I feel better.
Good.
So, and he
Um,
did not. He was not Canadian and did not say sorry. But he did ask me at one point. He was like, "Do we need a safe word? Because your face."
did you choose one?
I told him, I was like, "If I yell pineapple, we're done." He was like, okay. It's like, I
I
don't know. It's
love
the only
that.
word I could think of. So,
Oh my gosh. Um, Jovito actually left me with homework. He goes, I want you to go home and drink a bottle of wine. And I'm like, I'm with you so far. And he goes, and
yes.
then I want you to fill the wine bottle with hot water and use it to continue to roll out your quads. He goes, it'll help ease them and make them feel better at the same time. And I'm like, I like the way you think. Not much of a wine drinker, but like I could empty out a bottle while I drink tequila.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. But I'm like, Hot tips by Jovito. I like them.
Yeah, I like this plan.
I know. He's a great guy. That's why I keep going back.
All right. Well, Jovito, Anthony,
Hmm.
I feel like they could be great friends.
I do not think they should meet.
No, because that means we're gonna get tortured even more.
Exactly.
I'm gonna need a little time before I go see Anthony again. I gotta let these bruises turn at least green, right? Yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a
Oh,
change in color.
something,
Yeah.
something. All right, well, should we get into it
Let's
today?
let's get into it. I'm excited for this one.
We, yeah. So today we're doing permission to pivot.
Hmm.
All right. So okay, tell me if you've ever looked at an old photo of yourself and thought, "Wow, she had no idea what was coming."
Uh,
Yes.
like actually today when I got off the table. Um, but right, like, and then you thought like a pivot was something that you did in jazz class, not an entire lifestyle.
Exactly. And that's what we're talking about today, right?
Mhm.
Permission to pivot, the
Yeah.
art of letting yourself change without feeling like you're giving up.
Because let's be honest, we've all had those, I thought I'd be further along by now moments,
Mm.
or I used to care about matching Tupperware, and now I'm just happy if I know where the lid is and it fits.
Oh, 100%, right? That's the win. If the lid
Yeah.
fits, if you even have a lid. But seriously, this episode's about evolving. So, as a mom, as a business owner, just even as a human who's constantly trying to figure it all out.
Yeah. We're going to talk about our goals, our bodies, and how all of that and our priorities shift, and how to give yourself grace when you realize the old version of you can't be the version that drives this next chapter.
Yep. And of course, we're going to laugh about it and all the messiness that comes with it because what's a pivot without a little panic? And of course, some caffeine. Oh, and don't forget the wine and tequila.
Exactly. So grab your coffee or your glass of I am just done trying today.
Let's talk about how to honor who you've become and no apologies are required.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Yep.
All
So
right.
here we go. Everybody ready? You buckled up? All right. So, remember, Patty, when you could go out, I don't know, what was it,
No.
college, 20s, and it was like, what time did you go out?
Oh man. We were talking about this just the other day. Like we would start getting ready to go out about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. Like eating dinner or something, you had to carb load before
Mhm.
you went out.
Yeah.
And so that happened around like 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then started doing the hair, the makeup, and everything around 9. And now my phone goes off at 8:15. I'm in my pajamas. As anybody who's watching this on YouTube, you can see it is 8:30 p.m. here in the Eastern time. I have the contacts out, the hair is up, eyelashes are off,
Yeah.
glasses are on. I really don't care. And I will be going and brushing my teeth and going to bed right after this.
Yeah.
No more of like going out. We're in home by 9 o'clock. Like my idea of a fabulous night is getting to sit on my couch in my sweatpants.
Oh, yes. And like just watching your favorite TV show, no bra on, no work to be done, in bed by like it was I think last week, and I knew I had to go to bed early because I had lots of things to do in the days that followed, and I giggled getting into bed. Like it's
Hmm.
just like if anybody catches me or if I giggle too loud, they're gonna make this dream stop. I just like it was so blissful.
Mike
Just
and I get into
bliss.
bed and we're like, we like, do the whole nighttime routine and
Yeah.
everything. And then both of us will like get in and we lay down and we're like, oh, and not for any other reason than we're on our same side,
Yeah.
every on our own sides, the pillow and the cracker in between. There's no crossing the boundary. The cats are happily where they go in between us. And
Yeah.
we're both just like, oh my gosh, this feels so good just to lay down. And I'm
Right.
not gonna move. It's
Like, and I think like I used to be so spontaneous too, and now like I'm just happy if plans are canceled.
oh, 100%.
Oh, I'm sorry you're sick.
Yes, I know. I sit there and people are like, "Oh, do you want to?" The other night, love the boyfriend's parents. Love them. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. And the
Mm-hmm.
kids were had homecoming. And
Oh,
so
right.
they're always wanting to get together to do something and I'm happily being a homebody. And so we were like, all right, we'll go out we'll get the kids off to homecoming and we'll go do dinner because we did that for prom and that was kind of fun. Like we enjoyed ourselves.
Yes.
So yeah. And I mean, it was like a full day pep talk. I kind of had like a toddler moment around, I don't know, the whole day. I was going to say a certain time, but no, it's pretty much the whole day that I didn't want to put pants on and I didn't want to get out of my pajamas and I didn't want to put a bra on. I just wanted to lay on the couch and I
Mm-hmm.
got really grumpy about 2:30 when I had to get up and shower because at that point I kind of could smell myself and I was like, okay, I can't even just like throw on some clothes and go out and do these pictures.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually have to try. And yeah, I mean, we had a great time. It was, but we also left the restaurant by I think 8:30 at the latest, and we were home and in bed by 9. And the kids came back from homecoming, changed their clothes into
Mm-hmm.
their comfy clothes, and then went out. And I was like, have fun. I'll be asleep.
Well, and like, what age do you remember it changing? Like, when did we become like I always thought when I was a young mom, I still had a lot of energy. We would still get together with our friends a lot. We would do a
Hmm.
lot of things. And I never thought I would be that mom that was just like, everybody get out of my house, everybody go to bed, everybody be quiet. Please don't invite me out. I really, I cherish my time with my bed now and
Yeah,
my quiet and my space.
I really cherished my time with my bed. I
Right?
don't know. I think it was 40. I really think it was around
Oh,
40-ish
yeah.
that it really changed. And yeah,
I
I
think
because
you're
I
right.
enjoyed having a social calendar. I mean, it wasn't
Hmm.
every weekend, it wasn't all the time,
Yeah.
but I really think at like 40, I stopped liking people. Like, that's pretty terrible, but I really did.
Yeah.
You know, you like people, you'll tolerate them, you will like have a wide social circle because you feel like you should, and the kids have friends, and so then
Hmm.
you are social with their parents, and you feel like you need to do that. And then at 40, I was just like, I really like my very small, happy circle. I don't I don't need new friends. I
Yeah.
don't need fake friends. I don't need like pretend friends.
Yeah.
I just need like my couple of people that get me, understand that I really don't want to go out.
Yeah.
They will come over in their soft pants. That's what we call them. Soft pants.
Soft pants.
Yep.
I
They're like,
love
are we wearing
that.
soft pants? And I'm like, oh, we're
Oh yeah.
wearing soft pants, buddy. Of course we are. Nothing with zippers or buttons. And yep, soft pants it is. That
I'm
is the
gonna
dress
record a
code.
version of my white, is it white pants? I got my white
Oh,
pants. No, my tight pants.
tight pants on. Yeah.
I'm gonna call it soft
Your
pants.
soft
I'm gonna
pants.
record a version for you. I
Yeah.
got my soft pants on.
It is the best thing ever when I can put those soft pants on. And the
Right?
softer, the better, the bigger, the more stretched out. They can have holes
Hmm.
in them. I don't care.
I used to call them turkey pants, like the ones you save for
Yeah.
Thanksgivings when you're
Yeah.
on a mission or somebody makes good stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Um, that's
When did
interesting
it
because
when did it change for you?
I think you're right. Like well, I think I kind of gave up worrying about what people thought of me earlier in life than a lot of my friends did. Um, but I think you're right. Like in the 20s, you kind of you're still in your people pleaser stage, or you're in
Hmm.
your um should haves, where you're still shoulding all over yourself, right?
You
Like
are.
my kids should look well dressed and their hair should always be done and my house should be immaculate and I should be put together and I should sound professional always and I should never let my guard down and I all the shoulds.
Hmm.
And you're exhausted and you realize that you're kind of miserable, I think, by the end of the 20s, early 30s. You're like, who am I trying to please anyways? Because you're also starting to realize you don't like a lot of the people that you're trying to please. Like, I wouldn't be friends with you. I would never take advice from you. Why am I giving so much value to what you think about me when, if we weren't in the same committee, same sports team, same faculty, same whatever, like I would not hang out with you on purpose. And I think you
Yeah.
start to sense that in your 30s. And I think by your 40s, I don't know if it's your give a damn is broken or if you just have enough life experience to go, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. I'm okay with it. Or that's where you learn to be okay with it, maybe is where that happens, is in the 40s. And you're just like, listen, this is the fun side of the island as far as Patti is concerned. Come on over anytime. But if it's not for you, like, that's okay too. Stay over there.
Right.
We can cordially smile and wave,
But yeah,
but we don't
we
have
don't
to be
have to live
best friends.
on,
Yeah,
right.
like
We
I'll
don't
still
have to live
be,
on the same island. Yep.
yeah, I'll still be friendly, but I don't need to be your friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think 20s you're still trying to figure out who you are. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you've left college, you've kind of started on that path, but you're a young professional. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to please everybody. You haven't fully formed, kind of what you believe and think. You just don't have a lot of life and life experience behind
Yeah.
you to really
Yeah.
support it yet. So you have ideas and ideals, but you haven't experienced it all. So you're coming in green and excited. I see this with teachers all the time. They come in green, they have all these theories and ideas in their heads and they're just
So
gonna,
full of hope and optimism.
oh, all the time. And then, and it's wonderful. And I love their
Mm-hmm.
enthusiasm and especially the ones that want to learn
Yeah.
this,
And they're
some
there
of
for the
this.
kids.
Yeah, this generation, some of them, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, you don't know everything. You are a baby. I could have birthed you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you just don't know. But, the ones that are
yeah.
humble enough to say they don't know and they want to learn, fantastic. But yeah, I mean, they just have all these ideals, and I hate watching their little spirits get crushed in those first couple years
Yeah.
because it's not what you dream it's going to be. And that's for everything. I think
Totally. Totally.
everything in life, it has been that way. You're so excited to get married. Like you got engaged, you got the ring, you're planning the wedding. That's a terrible process, even though in your brain, since you were like
Yeah.
7 years old, you had planned out this wedding with the most tacky dress in the entire world. You have books and magazines,
Mm-hmm.
and then you actually experience it and you're like, we should have just eloped. Like, why did we even do this to ourselves?
Yeah.
We would have been so much happier. But, whatever. And the day's fabulous. It goes by so fast, and all the things you were worried about didn't actually happen. Or
Happen.
if they did, you don't remember and nobody
Yeah.
cares.
Or
Like you worry
different
about the
things happen that you didn't even imagine would.
right. You care about the stupidest stuff.
Yeah.
And it just does not matter. But I think that's your 20s. You care about all this stuff and you're
Yeah.
like obsess over it because you want things to be perfect. You want to please people. You have these dreams and ideals you're trying to make happen.
Mm-hmm.
And life just doesn't work that way. And you have to figure out how to pivot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not there yet. And then 30s, you're getting a little better at it. You've kind of learned to give some of it up, like the
Yeah.
matching Tupperware, or, hey, maybe maybe I don't need to like put the kids in matching outfits every week. Like it might be okay if they want to wear blue on
Mhm.
blue or, if they want to get some crazy haircut, whatever, it's hair, it grows back. Like you start to kind of pick your battles.
Yeah.
Um
For
y-
me, it was the folded towels. I remember that
oh,
being such a big deal. This is the right way to fold a towel. And the kids were like, why? And I'm like, because they fit in the closet the best this way. But also, a folded towel is a folded towel. Who cares?
right.
It'll
Okay, but
still
how do
dry
you
you the
fold?
same way.
What is the right way to fold a towel? I'm so curious for you.
So, okay, lengthwise, you fold it,
Uh-huh.
and then you fold it the widthwise, and
Uh-huh.
then in a three.
Yeah, three, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, one, two. Yeah.
Mhm,
Yeah. Thank you.
mhm. But my kids
Mike,
like to
I hope you're
do
listening because
half
that
and
is the
half
right
and
way.
half.
Right. You're just wrong.
But also, I remember having a fight with um, Dylan one day in the kitchen because he would never put the bread tie on the bread bag.
Oh, that drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts too. But you know what he said to me, and and he was so like showman about it. I have to give him credit. He's like, "Listen, mom, I'm a man. I take the bag, I spin the bag, I tuck it under, and I put it on the cupboard. The bread's not getting dried out or moldy.
Okay, fair.
You're not wrong. In my house and do it my way." Like that's really what I
Right.
wanted to yell at back at him. But it was like I still remember him doing it. Like you need to spin the bag and you tuck it.
And it
It's like,
works until your brother comes along to move the bread to find something else, and now it's open. That's why we
girl,
have bread ties.
right?
See, we're so smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, the towel thing, how to fold clothes and how to fold like
Mm,
so I take the socks and fold them inside each other. So like they're always together,
yeah.
right? That's how I've always done it.
Yeah.
Mike would fold like put socks together and then just fold them in half. And I'm like, that's
Oh,
great, except for when you're like
yeah.
anybody other than like an adult who will just find the socks they need. Kids are gonna dig through it like some wild animal digging
Yeah.
in the dirt,
Yeah.
and now no, the socks are not together. Like it, stuff like that. It was I had to learn to just let it go.
Sure. Well, and then then they started making socks that were mismatched anyways, just to
Oh,
really further. I want to know who created that. It was probably some teenage boy, just like, oh, I'm gonna get her some good.
couldn't find two socks that looked the same. So-
No, I'm just gonna make, you know what? I'm gonna create a company and my mom's gonna just have to learn to live with
Right? I know.
it.
I know. I mean, there's just a lot. Yes. So that was 30s, and then I think 40s was I call it my weeding the garden era of
Oh,
life.
yeah.
Yes, weeding the garden. And I actually had parents who these awesome dance moms, and they made me a t-shirt that said weeding the garden. I was
Aw.
like, oh, you know me too well. But it's true. I started weeding the garden. I started going through and I would just unfollow, unfriend
Yeah.
people that if I'm looking at Facebook, if I'm looking at Instagram, whatever, any of
Hmm.
those social medias, and what you post causes a negative reaction for me for whatever reason.
Hmm.
I may find you obnoxious and annoying. I may find you egotistical and full of yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But if I am having a constant negative reaction to you, then I'm just going to unfollow.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that in my feed.
Yeah.
If you've decided I'm the villain in your story, okay, fine. I don't whatever. That's your choice, but I'm going to unfollow it. I don't need to constantly see it and
Hmm.
have it in my world. And so I really started building those boundaries of
Hmm.
I'm only going to have positive things and I'm only going to be around people who bring out the positive in me.
Hmm.
And like I I'm all for a second chance. I'm all for trying to be understanding for people. I get 100% that people go through some really tough stuff. And
100%.
and it, but I cannot be somebody else's therapist. I
Hmm.
can't be their lifeline. I am the lifeline to a husband and 4 kids.
Yeah.
I have a mom
And
and a dad that I help take care of, and I have some, like those are the people I have to save my energy from. So if you're an energy sucker, I I
mhm.
can't. I can't.
I have an aunt that calls them energy sucking vampires.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, that's a good term. We were talking about people in yoga when she told me about it, but I'm like, yes, energy
Mm-hmm.
sucking vampires. Um, I thought of something when you were talking about that, but I forgot. welcome, welcome to menopause.
Yeah. See, told you. The later we
Oh,
go.
oh, you were talking about the shirt.
Oh,
One of my dad's moms posted on her Facebook page, and she's a school teacher as well. And she goes, it said, I think I found my new work shirt. And it's a picture of a walkie-talkie. And all it says is like, what the F? And then it's like over. I
yes.
messaged her. I'm like, if you can get these in bulk, I'm pretty sure we could.
And on the back, she needs to put 10-4.
10-4, 10-4, good buddy. Yeah, it
Yep.
just that just hit my educator heart in just the right way. When I saw it,
Correct.
I laughed pretty good on that one.
Yeah. Do
Um,
you um do
sorry, go ahead.
you do you grieve the person that you were, or were you happy to let her go?
Mm, I grieve her knees. I want them
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Um, but no, no, I don't like parts of it, like sometimes the energy and all of that, but I have a lot of energy for the things I want to do. I feel like the wisdom and maturity that I got from being her was worth all of the things that she went through.
Mm,
So
mm-hmm.
I no, I don't miss her. I like the version that we've become every decade though. Like I talk to my friends and they're like, "Oh my God, we're going to be 50." And I'm like, "Isn't that exciting?" Like, and they're like, "Are you serious?" But I lost my mom young, right? Like she was freshly retired. Like she didn't get to have a certain portion of her life. And so I think I just look at it differently. Like every decade that I'm still here and I get to do the things I want to do and I'm still having fun and I'm still growing, I just look at it as a gift.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people get to have.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I super admired um Mike's grandma,
Mm-hmm.
his dad's mom. She when I first met her, she had to have been probably in her 70s.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Probably somewhere around there. And, she was a spitfire of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she said whatever she wanted to say about any topic. She
Yes.
had absolutely no filter. I found her hilarious. You could see the family kind of like cringe sometimes because whatever she would talk about. But I distinctly remember her saying at one point, I can't remember if it was her or if it was Mike's dad. And we were talking about it, and they were like, she turned 60 and she decided that she was 60. And so she could say whatever the hell she wanted. and, and she did. And it was like her just caring about what
Yeah.
other people thought went out the window. And she did. She turned 60, and that was like, all right, I am done holding my tongue. And she would tell you exactly what she
What you
thought.
thought.
Yeah.
See, I remember like I that used to be one of my goals in life was to live long enough to lose my social filter and just
Yeah.
share everything until I um I was teaching Pilates in the nursing home here. Todd got us, he reached out and he's like, would you guys like to have somebody come in and because I love working with elderly.
Hmm.
Um, so I would go to them. I would go to the nursing home and teach them. We basically did armchair Pilates, but they were so mean to each other. Like
Oh, to each
me,
other.
oh, nasty. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And like things like, hurry up so she can't catch up with us. She's got the walker, take the stairs. Like,
Oh, they were like
deliberate,
bullies.
oh, hardcore bullies. And like, not worried about it at all. And I'm like, oh, I think I need to rethink my dream in life.
Yeah,
Social filter. Because I didn't want to be mean. I just wanted to be honest
right.
without the fear of being judged, I think was what it was. But we always had that as an option.
Yeah.
And I think until you have life experience enough or around the right people enough, or you find your circle that's going to love you enough regardless of what you do. I mean, yes, there's always exceptions, but you know what I'm saying. Like you're allowed to mess up and they'll still be there for you. You're not going to be disowned. I think until you realize that you have that, you don't take those chances or those risks to really share with people. No, this is actually what I really think, and let yourself be that vulnerable. And it
Yeah.
takes courage to be vulnerable. That's one thing that I did not realize until I got older. It's like it's not weakness. That is incredibly brave and strong to let others see you as vulnerable.
Yeah, I think it also takes some finesse to be
Mm-hmm.
able to be honest
Mm-hmm.
and blunt in a way that's not mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that takes practice. That is
Mm-hmm.
something that you have to try and fail and try and fail and try and fail, until you kind of really figure out the nuance of it and how to
Mm-hmm.
properly set it up for whatever you're getting ready to say.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the right lead in to then get to the honesty part. We talk a lot in dance about our critique sandwiches and,
Mm-hmm.
you make an Oreo or whatever you want to call it, hamburger method for criticism. There's a whole bunch of different ones, but you start with something nice and then you go to the meat of the issue and
Mm-hmm.
give the feedback and then you end with something nice, and so that's kind of a way to start it, but there
Yep.
there is a nuance and there is a skill to being able to be honest that I think it takes until you're deep into your 30s, maybe
Mm-hmm.
even to your 40s, to figure it out. And then, you know by what, I don't know, what age are we going to go sit on the front porch and just start handing out advice to anybody that goes by?
But
65,
I
70?
think we're kind of doing it, man.
We
Started.
skipped the front porch and we just went for the
Well,
podcast.
the logistics weren't in our favor, so it's like, fine, then we'll use tech. Here
Right.
we are.
Yeah, I
Here we
know.
are.
The way things are going, we may not be allowed to sit on the same front porch. So,
True, true.
uh,
They'll move our chairs. Um, okay, so speaking of like pivots, and you might brought up the studio and stuff. What are
yeah.
some of your like career pivots that you didn't see coming?
Mm. I think so. One, owning a studio. It was
Right?
never in my plan. It was never in my plan,
Yeah.
ever. I didn't want it. I didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in college, I was like, nope, I am dance education. I'm going to do this in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
If, I ended up teaching at studios out of necessity because I realized pretty quickly that teachers don't make a whole lot of money. And when I started and was making, I believe it was $23,000 a year as a first year teacher. Maybe
Yeah.
it was, maybe I got up to 28. I can't remember. It was really low. No, it
Yeah.
was definitely not 28. Yeah, that doesn't quite pay the bills.
Yeah.
So we needed a little extra income. And that's how I got into teaching at studios. I mean, I was a studio kid. It wasn't like I
Yeah.
had never done it, but it just, again, 20s. I had the ideals. This
Mm-hmm.
was what my world was going to look like. I was going to be that teacher and, do the dance education, and studios were just about technique and not the art and all the things. And, and I did it for a long time, and I had no plan. I thought I would just do it until I got tired, and then it was, well, I had kids and they wanted to dance. And so that was a cheaper way for me to let them
Mm-hmm.
dance because I could teach there. And then it just kind of fell into my lap to take over the studio. And it was completely out of the blue.
Yeah.
I had no idea what I was doing. I could teach, I
Yeah.
could program, I could
Yeah.
do all of the things except for running a business part because
No
I
way.
didn't study that. I didn't know any of that. Um, yeah, that was definitely not in my plans.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Here we are. Here we are.
I love
No,
that though. I love
it's
that.
been great. It's been great. There's so much from it that I have gained, and that has been an unexpected benefit and blessing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be mad about it. There's definitely been some challenges and some things that I wish we didn't have to go through, but
Yeah.
you learn and you grow from everything, and it's made me a stronger, better person and a better leader, and have stronger boundaries and
Mm-hmm.
weed the garden.
Weed the.
Learned that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love
What about
that.
you?
Oh, I was the same as I went to school to be a pilot. I
Yeah.
was not I was not going to be a dance teacher. But the year that I was in college, I kept teaching at my home studio and took my teacher certification exam because I thought, well, I'll get paid more money, while I'm doing this. And discovered I absolutely hated physics in college, was really good
Mm.
at it in high school, but hated it. And I'm like, I can't do this for the rest of my life. I just wanted to see the world.
I just wanted a free trip around the
I,
world.
right? Like I just wanted to see the world. And ended up teaching and same thing. Never meant to open a studio. I When I opened my business, it was Pilates. And because I was kind of done with this new age parent, and this was like 17, 18 years ago. I was
But
like,
now
I'm
we wish they were back.
I was like, I'm done because it started to feel like parents thought I could wave a magic wand and make their kid good.
Mm.
And I'm like, if I had a magic wand, I would hit your kid with it. I would sprinkle all the sparkles all over them. But they have to be a willing participant in their own result. And it was like, I remember laying awake at night arguing with God about this free will thing he thought was such a good idea.
Mm.
Really, it would be a lot easier if we could just tell people what to do and they did.
Correct.
Anyway, so yeah, I got into Pilates because my hips were always out from dance
Mm.
and found Pilates, fell in love with it, fixed a physical issue that had been like a long-term issue for me. And when I opened my Pilates studio, it was three students that followed me from where I had been teaching because they wanted to do their advanced exam and take their teacher's certification. And so I put them through that. And then other people started to phone and like, would you do this? And would you do this? And I ended up doing a Pilates class for dancers, like to help fix common dance issues and misalignments. And I can't remember what happened at their studio. Oh, I think the studio owner didn't want to do competitions anymore.
Mm.
And these girls that were in my Pilates for dancers class, approached me about teaching them. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And then their moms phoned and they're like, they're going to quit dance. Like, and they love dance, but they want to do competitions. They want to do more. Like, would you just consider, please? And I'm like, all right, I'll do it for them. But I'm like, I'm not doing the crazy stuff like recitals and all of that. And then my phone just started to ring and they're like, I hear you're starting a dance studio. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And they're like, well, you took so and so's kids. And I'm like, well, what do you say?
Yeah.
So I accidentally opened a dance studio and I have loved it every day since. Like, it honestly, I think it was the universe calling me into, or just like, what are you talking about? Like, flying around the world. We're doing,
Right.
yeah. So I really
Yeah.
do feel, and my business grew quite organically, um, which just meant there was a need for it in my community. Because, and what I didn't realize was when I opened it, what I didn't love about where I was teaching before, like the parents and stuff, it's like, oh, but when it's mine, I can set the rules and I can educate the parents on this is the way we do dance here. And it's
Hmm.
one of the things, like, as a young business owner, and I think you'd probably attest to this too, all you think you need is lots of clients.
Right.
And then you get them.
And you regret it.
And then you're up talking to God again at night going, like this free will thing
Right.
and these parents. But it's
Could you
like,
also make them read? That'd be helpful too.
yes, oh my gosh, right?
Mm.
But I think getting into it a little bit later, I realized really quickly I don't need more clients. I need the ideal client. I need people who believe and are in what I believe in and are looking for what I'm willing to teach. And I have to very quickly learn to recognize the ones that want something else and say to them, that's okay for you to want that, but I will not teach that here.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think you'd be happier here and here and here. And
Yeah.
I think I've gotten really good at it over the years. Sometimes it's a heartbreak, like it's hard and it's painful, and some people are leave nicer than others.
Hmm.
Um, but I've never regretted when I've asked somebody to leave. I've sometimes regretted how long it took me to get to the decision, but I've never regretted because ultimately I'm the keeper of the culture, and that's not an easy job. Sounds
No,
cushy, sounds corner office cushy. It's the hardest thing I think we do some days.
it's very hard. I mean, now
Yeah.
that I mean, that is well, that's my role at the studio. That
Mm-hmm.
is the role as
Mm-hmm.
the owner, as the CEO. We've talked about that before, but
Yeah.
now that's my job at school.
Yeah.
I'm the dean of climate and culture. And as my principal tells me on a almost daily basis, when I get the next thing to have to do, and he's like, remember, Simba, everything the light touches. I'm like, uh-huh. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
everything the light touches is culture. And I'm like, there, you are gonna find anyway. I mean, anyway, anything. And he's gonna bring it back to that, which is fine. We get along great, but
Yeah.
it's a really, really tough job to be the keeper of the culture and
Mm-hmm.
to have to protect it fiercely
Mm-hmm.
and to know that this is what we do, this is what we value, is this in line with it, and to
Yeah.
move on. This was never, I mean, speaking of career changes and just pivots, being in administration was not what I had planned.
Yeah.
I was never, never with all capital letters, never going to go into administration. I
Yeah.
did not want to deal with adults. Adults are awful. I still kind of feel that way. I would much rather deal with kids
Yeah.
because at least they have a reason for their behavior. They're kids, they're still learning and
Mm-hmm.
figuring it
Mm-hmm.
out. Adults should know better. They don't. So,
I'm
but I
like,
wasn't gonna do it.
yeah.
And then I got injured well, I didn't, no, that's a lie. I did not get injured. I somehow magically tore my tendon in my ankle vertically, and nobody knows how. There was not an injury, there was not anything. The only thing they can think is excessive use and that my bones aren't, they don't have enough of a uh,
Hmm.
curve in them to give space, right?
Yeah.
So, when I tore that tendon and then couldn't point my toe teaching dance, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And so I went to go get that fixed, and that was a reconstruction of the ankle surgery. I started to rethink my life choices. It was like, all right, yeah, back to, dear God,
Yeah.
I am now 42 years old. Am I supposed to continue to do this?
Hmm.
And, toughed it out, finished out that year, and then was going to start the next year, but had definitely was questioning a lot of it, and then ended up with being offered to be the magnet coordinator, which is kind of a admin type position
Yeah.
where I got to sell my school and market and pull in all my fun skills and be the fun, happy girl.
Yeah.
That made connections with parents and kids, and it was the party basically, like
Yep.
party planning every day. And so that was super fun. But doing that, you also start to get into that instructional leadership,
Hmm.
and sometimes you get pulled in to kind of to support the administration if people are out, and to have to step into that role. And I really started enjoying coaching teachers and leading them. I mean, and we were doing all that leadership work anyway,
Yeah.
with the DSOA. And I really really started enjoying working with adults and creating culture in a school, and
Mhm.
getting to build the systems and processes that make a school what it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I decided a year and a half ago. Yeah, but just about a year and a half ago.
Hmm.
I was shifting and figuring out, okay, is this what I'm supposed to do, or should I leave teaching and education altogether and go into more of the business corporate type world
Hmm.
and work with as a mentor and work with studio owners, or
Hmm.
coaching people. And ended up going to grad school, finishing that in 14 months, getting my
Yeah.
master's of school administration, and here we go.
I remember you working on that
Yeah,
hard,
hard. So
hard.
hard. Yeah,
Yeah, but what
we've
a great example for like your kids, but especially your daughters, like that it's okay for a woman who has children, a business, a job already. It's okay to pivot and do things that make you happy
yeah, at
and help you
44.
grow. Yeah.
Yeah, to say, all right, well, let's start this. Let's see where this takes me, and yeah, and start something new, or even just grow yourself, even if I never used it. And decided at the end of it I didn't want to be an assistant principal. I didn't want to be in
Hmm.
administration. Okay, well, I have a degree and I learned a lot.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. But you and I are both very much that way, though. We are lifelong learners
Oh,
and we
education
love it.
junkies to the core.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we that is something that just feeds our souls, is to
Hmm.
constantly learn. And so I think that is it. I mean, it's a good example for the kids, but
Yeah. Well, and it's like your passion meeting practicality,
hmm
right? And how if this position hadn't come along, I know you would have used the tools that you got from grad school mixed with your prior life experience. You probably would have created a job of your own or some niche or right.
oh, 100%. I
Yeah.
mean, well, that kind of is what I'm doing right now, is a
Hmm.
niche position that was created for me because of my unique skill set
Yeah.
and what they needed at their school. Um, but that also comes from those relationships that you build along the way
Hmm.
and the people that you put yourself in contact with,
Hmm.
and you nurture the ones that are positive and you let go of the ones that are the energy suckers.
Yeah. Well, and I think that like we were saying before, like it happens a lot in the 40s, but I think it's because you're starting to realize how much your time is a commodity. And
100%.
it's okay to scale back so that you can prioritize the things that you actually love, that bring you joy, that fill your bucket, um, in order to do them well, and let go of the things that you're struggling with that you hate doing. That, like, I remember when we hired the house cleaner, and it was just like, why did I wait so long just because I had this preconceived notion of I should be able to do it all?
Hmm.
That's stupid. It was so
Right?
stupid. And I was so much nicer to my kids. Like when I cleaned the house and then they wanted to eat, I was a lunatic.
You cannot drop a crumb, clean up after yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why are you eating? Like, it was,
Right.
and I remember being so justified in how I felt about it, but it's like, because they're hungry and they're growing
Yeah.
and it's dinner time.
Right. Yeah. Most people are eating right now.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
one does when they're hungry growing
Correct.
and it's dinner time. Yeah, like it just, but I was seriously a lunatic about it.
Yeah. I used to think that I needed to chase more.
Yeah.
Whether it was in the studio, whether it was more, I don't know. It was just more. It was constantly more. And I think we live in a culture of that, of more and
Oh,
more and more, abundance, abundance, abundance. But now what I want more of is more sleep, more time in my bed, more time of quiet where
mm-hmm,
I don't have 800 million things on the schedule,
mm-hmm.
and maybe a few more Reese's peanut butter pumpkins.
Megan,
They're so good.
my beautiful husband last night, he was going to get groceries.
He got you some?
He said, "Is there anything you'd like?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want the Reese peanut butter pumpkin ones, but I said, there's caramel ones. So get like the combo pack." This man could not find a combo pack, so he bought both. And I came home, he had pre-mixed Ziploc bags full.
Oh, he's a keeper.
He's a keeper. If he does nothing else right this week, he did that.
Yep.
I am hanging on to it. Oh my God, I was so in love with him
Yep.
and the chocolate and the peanut butter.
My Mike for my birthday got me two bottles of my favorite wine, the Miomi Pinot
Oh,
Noir,
yes.
that Kim got me onto that one, and then it has become my favorite. And it has a screw top because I still can't get the stupid cork out. I'm so bad at it. And I should be way better at it than I am because of the wine I drink, but I just can't. No, I don't have the fine motor skills for that one. And then he got me two bags of the snack size Reese's peanut butter pumpkins. And
That
oh,
is a good man.
right, that's my love language right there.
We
But
married so well.
we really did. We
I'm,
really
I'm
did.
proud of us. I'm proud of us.
I mean, there are days in every marriage. Please don't think that we have the most perfect marriage. There are still some days I'm like,
Hmm.
"Oh, why are you breathing?" Or like, "Why? Why would you hang up the tank top with the built-in bra that I sleep in every single night and not like why would you think that's a shirt to wear out and you wouldn't put it in the drawer of sleep? Do you
Oh,
not see me?" Yeah, it's
yeah,
okay. We're still working on it. He's not perfect yet. I still have work to do,
yeah,
but it's all right. But yes, I married very well. He does so many things so well that outweighs the tank tops in
yeah,
the wrong spot.
yeah. Um, since Todd got the CPAP machine, I also feel much more like that. When I hadn't slept for 3 months, well,
Oh,
I was not the same
mm-mm,
person.
mm-mm. No. Yes, the CPAP machine is a gift from God,
Hmm.
and whoever invented it, I need to kiss your feet.
Hmm.
And I don't like feet, but I will kiss your feet because you have saved the life of my husband. You've saved me from jail, and Patty tells me constantly I don't look good in orange
No, not
and
your color.
not my color, and I'm not gonna survive well in prison.
Because you're too
So
pretty. You're too pretty
we're
for
too pretty,
prison.
and I'm a princess, so
Yeah.
it's not gonna work out for me.
The
But yeah,
trifecta of bad idea.
yeah. So yeah, no, thank you, CPAP machine man, because when Mike got his, it saved his life
Hmm.
and our marriage because there were many nights that it was like, do you remember when you had kids? Probably your first. I remember this with Michaela, and she would be up crying at like
Mm.
they were teething or their little bellies hurt and there was nothing you could do to calm them, and they just cried and cried and cried for hours in the middle of the night,
You're
right?
gonna hate me.
Your children slept through the night. You never had that moment. Okay,
Dylan
well,
was a Dylan was a week old and he slept through the night. That's why my boys are so I know. And I don't share that with a lot of women, but now it's on a podcast.
right, you
Um,
just had the whole
anyway,
world.
new mamas, if you've got a bun in the oven, get yourself the book Secrets of the Baby Whisperer and follow the easy plan. I swear to God, it was the best thing I have ever read as a parent.
Well, mine didn't. So 12 pounds is the magical weight. Like
Oh.
when they hit 12 pounds,
Hmm.
that is when they would sleep through the night. And that my mom, who's kept children for forever and was a prenatal nurse and
Yeah.
all the things, she was like, yes, 12 pounds is like the magic weight that they can start to regulate. Well, my children just like didn't gain weight. It took them until they were 3, 4 months, some longer, to get to 12 pounds. Whereas like my
Oh,
brother's kids and some other, my friends' kids, they came out at 8 pounds and within the first month they were at 12.
yeah.
I made skim milk. Everybody else made whole milk. And that's what happened. But I
Aw.
remember rocking Michaela and she was just crying and crying and crying. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. There's nothing on TV.
Yeah.
You're trying to watch it silent because Mike is sleeping in the bed. And I'm just sitting here rocking and I'm like, I understand why some animals eat their young. I really do. I'm not
Hmm.
going to do anything to her. She's
Hmm.
20. She lived.
Yeah.
It was at that point, I was like, I understand why animals in nature will eat their young or just abandon them. The quokkas, they throw them at the
See, okay,
intruder.
hold on. That's my favorite animal.
I
And
know you've got one up there on your
I have
shelf.
one up there.
I
But
have mine
listen,
in my office. Yep.
quokkas actually don't throw their young. Their arms are too short.
Okay.
The babies fall out of the hole. It's not a pouch like a kangaroo pouch.
Uh-huh.
It's like a big innie. So the baby just falls out when the mom is running. They don't throw
Oh,
yeah. I just feel like I have to defend the quokka.
yes. I know because I mean, that's the thing with them is that it's all over that they throw
Yeah,
their
they're just a
babies.
bad rap on social media and somebody didn't do their research and just post. This is why we fact check people. This is why we fact
Oh,
check. Yeah.
yeah. It's still animals eat their young, and I understand why.
Yeah.
And I also understand why at like 3 o'clock in the morning, a woman can snap and smother her husband with a pillow.
Totally. I don't think I felt that way about my kids until they could talk.
Oh, okay.
And then I got a whole load of like little patties coming at me, and it's like the sarcasm is deep in this household. Um, but yeah, but yeah. Let's talk about sometimes like in life when you're feeling like you have a pivot coming on or you feel like you want to pivot.
Hmm.
The fear of what people will say or think quite often stops us.
Hmm.
So, do you have a time that you remember that you hesitated because of how it might look, uh, worried about social media as a business owner?
Oh, social media. Yeah. Uh, I'm still really careful with what
Hmm.
I post on social media.
Hmm.
I mean, I think this podcast is probably the biggest risk that I've taken as a business owner.
Yeah, I feel this. Yes, are
I mean,
you finding when people like I'm still surprised at people listening and that
right.
like I've in the last week had a couple people go, "Oh, I listened to your podcast,"
I know.
and I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute. First, I have a podcast, and then secondly, it's like,
You
and
actually listened. And yeah, what do you think? Yeah,
what do
I
you
had a
think?"
mama reach out that her kids used to dance at the studio.
Mhm.
They don't anymore. It's fine. And she reached out on Facebook and sent me a picture on Monday, and she's like, "My entertainment during work." And she was listening to the podcast. I was like,
Aw,
"Oh, thanks." I said, "We've been having a lot of fun doing it,
yeah,
just as a fun project." And I said, "Just let me know what she thinks or what you think." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious." Which I love hearing. I love hearing people what they think of it. I love hearing people who, share their stories from it, and they're
yes,
like, "Oh my gosh, this made me think of this, and let me tell you about this time." Like that connection that's just naturally
yeah,
happening. And then I have one dance mama, Jamie, who I love dearly. She is my honest, no filter one, and
hmm
she gives me the rundown critique every week, which I love. I love. So when she starts listening, I almost get like the play by play from her, which is fantastic. But
um,
it's great. But I think it was a huge risk
hmm
because I mean, we're not holding back on anything of what we think,
yeah.
what we believe, of the stories we tell. We're not trying to put ourselves out there in some shining light and pretend like everything's perfect.
Well,
We've been pretty honest with who we are.
pretty pretty sure our friend group would call us out like that's not how you two live.
Right. Yes, there would be plenty of people who'd be like, and try again.
Yeah,
But, I think we've just been authentic in who we are. I'm glad it's resonating with people, but that
yeah.
was a huge risk. I do social media. I'm still, I don't know. It's it's hard because I think there are keyboard warriors and people who just want to
Well,
take their inner struggles out on
the trolls.
anybody. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's hard.
Don't you find though, as a business owner, and I don't know if it's a business owner or somebody that works largely with children, when I'm on social media and I'm reading somebody who's just negative and just sharing a perspective that just is uncalled for,
Hmm.
like it's not constructive feedback. It's just being nasty for the sake of being nasty. I don't really consider who they're targeting it at. It makes me think less of like not I shouldn't say less of it. I actually always wonder like what happened to you today that made you that's what spilled out of your cup or what's
Yeah.
going on in your life that I never especially when it's anonymous poster.
Oh, the anonymous feature is
Anonymous
the
poster
worst.
just if you know what like I'll let you borrow my balls. I've got enough to go around. You can borrow mine and share your name
Hmm.
because I would never listen to anybody that was on a rant or even had a valid concern that felt the place to go was social media that wouldn't share their name.
Correct.
Go to your
I
friend,
also,
go to your circles, go to your family, check yourself before you wreck yourself, but go do it there. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but I'm like, I think more people can see through the cracks than we give credit for. I also just think social media should probably be regulated a little bit because I feel like there's such a heaviness, right? Like even
mm,
talking with our group of friends, like everybody's tired. And I
hmm
was talking with the kids at the studio the other, I'm like, how are you guys doing? They're just like, oh, like we're glad we're here. And I love that the studio is their happy place and that's where they like what they're excited about. But it's like, if this is the only place, that's not good either. And it's like, what are we filling in our minds and our heads and our, like, how much time are you spending on social media that it's actually having a negative effect
Yeah.
on your mental state?
I mean, I think we've gotten into this weird place in the world where everybody has an opinion. Everybody
Mhm.
thinks their opinion is right. Nobody
Mhm.
wants to listen to anybody else. And there isn't a good dialogue anymore. It's
Yeah,
just
judgment.
pontificating. Yeah, judgment and pontificating. And, you know, you you can't pay your bills with the other people's opinions. You can't.
No,
And, and if you're so worried about what other people think, you really should be more worried about what you think
yeah.
and
Or
what
as I
you
like to
believe.
say, what are they going to do? Take away your birthday?
Yes, that is a Patty line right there.
Right?
Yeah, because growth and approval don't usually live in the same zip code.
No, no. And I do find this especially with women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, it drives me a little crazy when I know, like, when women post hashtag women supporting women or hashtag boss babes, like, and it's all about support. And it's like, girl, the last three times I saw you, you were just dissing on the gossip about so and so, so and what they were up to. And it's like, you do not support women.
Right.
Like, not the kind of women I want to be around. I want to be with the ones that are going to, like, when I leave the room and my name gets mentioned, they're still supporting it,
Right.
right? Like, those are your friends, those are your people. And until you find them, keep looking
Correct.
because they are out
Correct.
there. They
They
are out there.
are.
Yeah.
They are. And you can't give yourself away to try to please everybody else.
No.
I think that's one thing that I've learned is that I need to be okay with who I am. I
Hmm.
have my people who love me and care about me and respect who I am. And nobody else really matters. You don't need a wide circle. You don't need 800 friends. We don't need to repeat high school and, try to be Miss Popularity.
Yeah.
It's not about the number on Facebook. It's not about the number of friends that you have. It's not about, going out with the girls and you need to get a table of 20 because are you really having 20 truly authentic friendships? Probably not.
You can't even have 20 conversations with all the people at the table.
No, no. But I mean, and that's part of getting to this midlife era
Hmm.
and learning that, the wisdom that you've gained over the 20 plus years of adulthood that you've had
Hmm.
and being curious and trying to continue to reinvent yourself and figure out who you are, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah. It's your permission slip moment.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? And why do you want it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
like this. That I may not have abs, but I have boundaries. And honestly, I think that's way hotter.
so hot. It's
So
so hot.
hot.
Yeah, I love that too. May not have abs, but I have boundaries.
Yeah,
Um,
those went away a long time ago.
truly though, right? Um,
Oh,
and I think yeah, and you don't need to start over. You just
yeah,
need to honor who you've become.
absolutely.
And if you
Absolutely.
don't like it, pick the parts you don't like and what are you going to do to change it? Who do you want to be? And how are you going to get there? And who's going to hold you accountable?
Mm, yeah.
Mm, accountable, such a sexy, non-sexy word.
Oh, it's such a sexy word. So to close it out today, because we've done a lot of talking,
Yeah.
yeah, this one turned accidentally into a longer one here, friends. But all right, so if you take one thing from today, let it be this. You don't need to start over. You just need to start honoring who you've become.
Yeah. Yeah. And love to have, if you're listening, let us know something that you're maybe been afraid to admit that you want next. Maybe we could be your accountability partners.
Love it.
Or send us your unexpected pivot story. I'd love to hear those too.
I would too. Yes.
We
Remember,
keep
you're
saying,
allowed to. Hmm?
sorry, I was like,
Oh,
we keep saying pivot, and I just feel like we need to have like Ross off of Friends, like pivot,
pivot. Pivot.
pivot.
Up the stairs. There you go, Mel. There's a social media for you.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna love that. Mel's
She's
gonna
gonna
eat
love
it.
it. So remember, you're allowed to reinvent, recharge, and release what doesn't fit anymore, whether that's a job, a friendship, those 500 friends on Facebook, you don't even know who they are. If that dream that you had at 25 no longer sparks your joy.
Yeah, preach. And if anyone's, or let me try that again. If anyone's judging your pivot, remind them they can unsubscribe from your personal growth at any time,
Oh, I love that.
right?
What's my new saying? You can unsubscribe
Feel
from
free to
this journey,
unsubscribe. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And, we're all just trying to figure it out. One chapter, one bra free day with soft pants at a time.
I got my soft pants on. So thanks for hanging out with us today. And if this episode hits home, please share it with your best friend, your bestie, or that one mom who is clearly due for a pivot.
And don't forget to follow No Bras Required wherever you listen to podcasts because the best glow ups happen when you stop trying to fit into things that don't fit you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about the serious things and walk each other home from diapers to death and all the things that come in between, but also to bring the humor and our crazy squirrel moments and all of our funny stories that we've lived from parenting to entrepreneurship to just being us and the adventures that we come up with. But we want to build a community and be those people to give you some sound advice that maybe makes you giggle a little bit every once in a while.
So thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, share with your favorite hot mess mama friends, and give us a follow on Instagram at No Bras Required Pod.
Every week we'll drop a new episode tackling everything from marriage and mom guilt to leadership and loss with humor, heart, and maybe a little tequila or wine. So bring your favorite drink and join us every week.